got myself right. When you're on a loud pedal, it ain't time to make friends. I didn't come to run second, I came here to win, yeah. It's go time now, whip your wheel real tight. We ain't NASCAR nice, it's a dirt track fight. You wanna make a name, you wanna go far, you gotta outrun the best of Team BLR, yeah. Another track, another night. Been working all week and got myself right. When you're on a loud pedal, it ain't time to make friends. I didn't come to run second, I came here to win, yeah. It's go time now, whip your wheel real tight. We ain't NASCAR nice, it's a dirt track fight. You wanna make a name, you wanna go far, you gotta outrun the best of Team BLR, yeah. It's go time now, whip your wheel real tight. We ain't NASCAR nice, it's a dirt track fight. You wanna make a name, you wanna go far, you gotta outrun the best of Team BLR, yeah. It's go time now, whip your wheel real tight. We ain't NASCAR nice, it's a dirt track fight. You wanna make a name, you wanna go far, you gotta outrun the best of Team BLR, yeah. Another track, another night. Been working all week and got myself right. When you're on a loud pedal, it ain't time to make friends. I didn't come to run second, I came here to win, yeah. It's go time now, whip your wheel real tight. We ain't NASCAR nice, it's a dirt track fight. You wanna make a name, you wanna go far, you gotta outrun the best of Team BLR, yeah.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV and to Team Victory Lane Racing. Tonight, it is championship night in the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Models. Tonight, we come to the 3/8 mile of a racetrack, Lanier National Speedway. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Matt Bailey. And Matt, welcome to Team Victory Lane Racing's Pro Late Model season finale. And of course, welcome it to Lanier.
Yeah, no, thank you, mate. It's hopefully it's going to be an awesome night of racing, and obviously right now we're into qualifying, and Jacob Harberts or Dylan Yeager goes quick time. Got a few cars going quick time at the moment, so it's going to be a pretty awesome night, mate. And this track is already starting to slicken off, as we can see.
All right, again, we'll take a look at some of the drivers now. Again, tonight being the season finale, championship night. There's an added $300 payout to the top five, $100 to the winner. And well, wouldn't it be nice just to pocket $100 for coming out and racing the season championship? Brent Carter, the man that goes quick time at the moment, with a 13.480. A 13.480. You're watching Kendall Tucker on screen in the Swindell Speed Lab 00 machine, the Dirt Dominator iRacing wraps. And we'll see what time he can do. Fourth quick to the 13.518. Coming into tonight, it's all about Evan Seay. At the moment, he is got a commanding lead in the championship, and pretty sure he's won 3 out of the 5 races, or 3 out of the 4 races that he's contended. And he, what have we had? We've had, I'm used to a 6-week series, 8 race season, and out of the 6 so far, I'm pretty sure he's won 4, if not 5 of those races.
Yeah, mate, it's obviously, Evan Seay's a top late model driver, as we see Mr. Moneybags himself, Blake Matjoulis out on the speedway in the 127 Industries, Chris Ferguson Motorsport, number 127 machine, and Matjoulis goes 9th quick with a 13.560.
And still a few more cars out onto the racetrack and trying to get a qualifying lap in. 32 cars have signed in to the pit area for tonight's season finale. Again, $300 payout for our top 5. $100 going to the winner. And I'm not sure. I think it's 50 for second, and then the rest on whatever it might be. But if you want to be at a chance to have a shot at the coin, you've got to be top 5 at the end of it. Brent Carter at the moment, probably surprising a few people. It's the Team Victory Lane Racing cars going 1, 2, and 3, and with qualifying wrapped up, that will bring us up to heat racing action. Of course, heat race results coming up, qualifying results coming up on screen before we go into heat races, and there will just be the 3 heat races for tonight. So Brent Carter, Dylan Yeager, Jacob Harberts, all for Team Victory Lane Racing, go 1, 2, and 3. Kendall Tucker, 4th, Devin Morgan, Evan Seay, Matthew Selby, Damien Kiefer, Blake Matjoulis, and Ethan Toda. So you were looking at 6 out of the top 10, 7 out of the top 12, 8 out of the top 15 are Team Victory Lane Racing cars. We'll get set for heat race number 1, and your lineup will look like this. Starting on the pole position in the 69 for Team Victory Lane Racing, it's Brent Carter. To the outside of the front row for Swindell Speed Lab, it's the 00 machine of Kendall Tucker.
Position number 3, inside row number 2 with a 4-link Motorsports, number 19 of Matthew Selby. To his outside, the Drew Hopkin Racing, number 23, that's Ethan Toda.
JD Brown for Slick Sim Sports past the 14 machine from position number 5 to the outside out of position number 6. It'll be Tanner Tomasi.
Position number 7 will be Felix Roy Hales all the way from Canada in the 26 machine, and to his outside, the Team Victory Lane Racing, number 16, that's Jay Place.
And we go to the final 3 positions. Robert Fletcher for Full Throttle Performance will start the 77 machine from position number 9 to the outside the 07. For Team Victory Lane Racing, it's Howard Weaver, position number 10. And rounding out shotgun at the back of this field, driving the 101 machine, that is Cole Henriksen. Heat number 1 getting set to take to the green flag. A Sealy Salina Truck Stop Team Victory Lane Racing, number 69 machine of Brent Carter. Matt, quickly, who's your pick for this one?
It's going to be a tough one, mate, and let's see what Kendall Tucker can do from the outside of the front row. It's going to be actually, yeah, he's off the outside, on the pole, outside front row. So we're green for heat race number 1. Brent Carter gets the good jump down to 1 and 2. Tucker to the inside, almost 3 wide for the race lead. Down the back chute, wheel-to-wheel action. It's a turn number 3 and 4. For the first time, they'll start to settle down for heat race number 1. 8 laps is the distance. Down to 1 and 2 again. Still wheel-to-wheel action. 2 by 2 as well. Down the back, straight away into turn number 3 and 4.
Yeah, be my battle on for third and fourth position. Ethan Toda, Matthew Selby trying to combine the two. They're going door to door, wheel to wheel into turn number 1 and 2. Battle still on for the race lead. Brent Carter doing enough to hold on. Here comes Kendall Tucker. Slide job into turn 3. Out of turn number 4. Kendall Tucker will lead lap number 3. But here comes Brent Carter back to the inside. Tucker goes right through the middle. 2 by 2 as we go through and down the working, down the back straightaway.
Into turn number 3 and 4. This time by halfway down, halfway to go. 4 laps left to run in heat race number 1. And it's all Kendall Tucker right now out in front. Battling for the race lead is Brent Carr in the Team Victory Lane Racing number 69 machine into turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway, they run with about 3 laps left to run this time by into 1 and 2. They're battling for sheep stations at the moment. It's all about that final transfer spot into tonight's A-Main.
Yeah, Tomasi up to position number 4. Jay Place in 5th. And you go back to Felix Roy, JD Brown, Ethan Toda. Watching right now, Jay Place in the 16 machine on the outside, looking in along with Tanner Tomasi. Top 3 going straight through to the main event as we come this time by out of turn number 4. The white flag is out. 1 to run for Kendall Tucker.
Down to turns 1 and 2. Runs right through the slick up to the top middle part of the speedway. Down the back chute, he runs into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, Kendall Tucker will take out heat race number 1. Brent Carter home in the 2nd spot, and Matthew Selby are strong and finishing 3rd place.
Well, heat number 1 is done. Again, 3 heat races on the program for tonight. Let's take a look at your official results coming up on screen, and here they are right now. Kendall Tucker will officially get the win. Second will go to Brent Carter. Matthew Selby goes 3rd. And those 3 drivers to your main event. Tomasi Place, Roy, Brown, Toda, Weaver, Fletcher, and Henriksen all going to the last chance qualifiers. Heat number 2 will line up like this. Dylan Yeager for Team Victory Lane Racing starts on the pole position. To the outside, their teammate driving the 112 machine. It's Devon Morgan, position number 2.
Position number 3, inside row number 2 will be the Team Victory Lane Racing number 13. That'll be Damien Kiefer. Position number 4, 2-time World of Outlaws NOS entering Sprint Car iRacing champion for Team ABR Esports. It's the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron.
3-time FYI. Chase Hardy in the 116 machine will start position at number 5. Brent Evans from Carolina will drive the 30 machine from position number 6.
Position number 7 will be the 70 machine of Davin Cardwell. Position number 8 for Slick Sim Sports. It's the 41 of Logan Rumsey.
Andrew Hawkins out of position at number 9. Dustin Hall for Slick Sim Sports out of position number 10. And Jesse Wall out of position number 11. Matt, who do you like in this one?
It's going to be a tough one, mate. And apologies about that to Alex Bergeron. I've called enough races to know he's a 3-time champion. So apologies about that one, race fans. But look, it's going to be a tough one in this one, mate. But I think Dylan Yeager's going to be able to get it done off the front row.
Yeah, you keep on stealing my picks. Look,
Sorry, mate.
Here's the deal. We're allowed to pick the same right up until we get to the feature end, where we pick the winner and the hard charger, and at least one of them have to be different. So that way, one of us will win.
That's right. That's right. So let's see what happens. The pace car is set to pull in. They line up in 2x2 formation. Another 8 laps on the board. Pro Lab Model Series. Heat race number 2 is green.
What a good start that was for Dylan Yeager. Devon Morgan immediately being pressured there by Damien Kiefer, working the bottom side of the racetrack down into 3 and 4. So the Team Victory Lane Racing cars, they go 1, 2, and 3 at the moment. That would put Alex Bergeron on the outside looking in on, would be starting up towards the front of one of the 2 last chance consolation race. But right now, Yeager, Morgan, door to door, 1 run on the bottom, 1 run on the top. Morgan runs the top, Yeager runs the bottom side. Meanwhile, that was Kiefer, sorry, and Yeager is your race leader, and we are yellow first time for tonight. And we take a look at our brand new UltimateDirtTV instant replay. 3 wide, nearly down the back straight away. And, well, looks like the 101 car just came down a bit, and I believe that was Brent Evans in that car. It is. Andrew Hawkins involved in that one. Dustin Hall also. So first caution of the evening. Oh, that's a real long one. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, that was really strange. So let me try and fix it up. I'm going to let you take over this one for a second, Matt.
No worries, mate. So, Dylan Yeager, your race leader with... We'll come back to lap number 3 on this restart. Yeager on the outside of Devon Morgan. Damien Keefe will restart position number 3. Alex Bergeron on the outside of the second row. Let's get set to let him loose once again out of turn number 4. This time by race fans. Pace car off to the infield. We're back to the green flag. Yeager once again a good start down to 1 and 2. Morgan runs the top side of the speedway. Damien Kiefer though. Kiefer is looking strong right now in that number 12 machine. At the moment as well, come out of turn number 4. Alex Bergeron as well back up to position number 5 on the speedway. They're all battling for sheep stations at the moment. It's that final transfer spot that is all locked down into tonight's A-Main. Otherwise, it's going to one of the last chance qualifiers into tonight's A-Main. And, well, that is not where you want to be, especially with Pro Lap Motor Racing. We are yellow, yellow, yellow once again on the speedway. And we will try and have a look and see what happened with that yellow there. Looks like a couple of cars went around in turns 1 and 2. I think it just caught out of the camera shot there in turns 1 and 2. So Davin Cardwell right down the back of the bus in this one as well. Sorry, Brett.
No, you're right. I was just going to see if now this is going to work. It was Davin Cardwell, Dustin Hall, the drivers involved in this incident. Cardwell in the 70 machine. Dustin Hall gets into the back of him in turns number 1 and 2, and nice little 360. Now that
didn't go. He kept it going too, which was a good sign.
He did. Okay. Still don't know why it's going at that. Yeah, no, this is well, it looks like there's going to be no instant replays tonight. No idea why it's doing that. So no more instant replays for the night. Sorry, folks. No idea why it is going. Not sure of the strength of field. I can have a quick look at that one. That can't be right. 5,600. Well, that might just be it. Here we go. Green flag is back out. A green-white checker here at Lanier for heat race number 2. It is the season championship of the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Models presented by CFM Esports and Team Victory Lane Racing, along with Shop Fergie 22 and Bighorn Taxidermy. White flag is out. 1 to run for your race leader, Damien Kiefer, working the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. It's going to be Damien Kiefer holding on Dylan Yeager holding on from Damien Kiefer. Devon Morgan goes third unofficially. And boy, a very, very stacked heat race, although they're all stacked when it comes to the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop. But it is Dylan Yeager, Damien Kiefer, and Devon Morgan for Team Victory Lane Racing. They go 1, 2, and 3. Bergeron, Rumsey, Hardy, Wall, Cardwell, Hawkins, Hall, Heavens. Well, they'll find themselves locked into tonight's last chance qualifier. Heat number 3, and well, it's some more Team Victory Lane Racing cars on the front row. To the inside, the number 80 machine of Jacob Howard starts out of position number 1. To the outside, the 33 for Team Victory Lane Racing, it is Evan C.
Position number 3, this is row number 2 inside. Position 3 with the 127 of Blake Matjoulis to his outside. Position number 4, the Team Victory Lane Racing number 44 of Leodon Pina. I think we're going to go with that one.
Just go with Leo. Ryan Underwood.
Leo?
Yeah, Leo. Ryan Underwood in the 46 for Team Victory Lane Racing out of position 5, and Chris Fisher lines up at a position number 6.
Position 7 will be Braden Prodfoot in the 22 machine. Position 8 will be AJ Cruz in the 57.
Ethan Sprague, position number 9. Dylan Perry at a position number 10. Who's your tip in this one, Matt?
It's going to be a good one, mate, but I know who you're going to pick, so I'm going to go Evan C.
You know. See, I was going Evan C as well.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go Blake Matjoulis. Never mind. He's your favourite pick.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a favourite.
Okay, well, I'll change mine then. I'll go Blake Matjoulis.
Okay.
Then you can have Evan C.
All right, no worries.
So we'll see what happens in this one. So far, we're tied 2-2. So we'll see what happens in this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, heat race number 3. Final heat race of the night. We're green. 8 on the board. Let's go. down to 1 and 2, and Jacob Harbert, down the back, shooting the number 80 machine, gets the early jump down to 3 and 4, this time by almost 3 wide out of turn number 4, down the main straightaway, they kick over to lap number 2.
Evan Seay working above the slick line through turn number 1 and 2. Jacob Harbert's right in the middle. 3 wide as we go down into 3 and 4 for the race lead. Matjoulis on the inside. Keep an eye on Ryan Underwood. Now Underwood looking to move up into the top 3. Matjoulis goes to second position, but here comes Jacob Harbert's trying to fight back on the outside, but Underwood, he's going to follow Blake Matjoulis down into 3 and 4.
Down the main straightaway, they run into turns 1 and 2. Evan Seay, your race leader, but Blake Matjoulis, he's not going to give up in the 127 car. Down to turns number 3 and 4. Harberts to the top side of the speedway, trying to look back in for the second position on Blake Matjoulis. Couldn't get the job done though. Down to 1 and 2, they're halfway down, halfway to go. This time by to turn number 3 and 4, they'll have 3 laps to run.
3 to go this time by for your race leader, Evan Seay. Blake Matjoulis in second again. Jacob Harbert's holding down that third and final transfer position. Meanwhile, Ryan Underwood, Leo Pena, they round out the top 5, and if they want to get directly into tonight's main event, they need to get by the 80 machine. But at the moment, Evan Seay, Blake Matjoulis will not be giving this one up. They will not make the mistake here in heat race number 3. And again, Jacob Harbert's still trying to fight for that third and final transfer position. White flag is out, 1 to run for your race leader.
Down the main straightaway, white flag flies. Down to 1 and 2, down the back straightaway, Evan Seay, the team Victory Lane Racing, number 33, out of turn number 3 and 4, and he'll get the job done in the final heat race of the night. Evan Seay will get the checkered flag over Blake Matjoulis and Jacob Harberts in position number 3.
Well, there we go. We are done for heat racing action. Now it is time to take a look at your official results for heat number 3. To find out who is going through to the main event, who's going through to the consolation race. Evan Seay, Blake Matjoulis, and Jacob Harberts will get those transfer spots. Underwood, Pena, Fisher, Cruz, Sprague, Perry, and Proudfoot all going to the consolation race. Let's take a look at B main number 1. It'll be 12 laps, and the top 7 will make it into tonight's main event. Your starting grid will look like this. Tanner Tomasi lines up on the pole position to the outside of the front row. It'll be Team Victory Lane Racing's Ryan Underwood, position number 2.
Position number 3 with the 41 car of Logan Rumsey. Position 4 with the 26 of Felix Roy.
Chris Fisher lines up the 5 machine from position number 5. And Jesse Ward lines up the 2 from position number 6.
Ethan Total will line up the Drew Hopkins Racing 23 machine from position number 7. And position number 8 with a 117 car of Ethan Sprague.
Andrew Hawkins lines up the 224 from position number 9. Robert Fletcher for Full Throttle Performance at a position number 10. And Jim Beaver Esports, Brandon Proudfoot lines up the 22 machine from position number 11. Who's your pick in this one?
It's going to be a tough one, mate. It's obviously C-Main, and let's see what happens in this one, but she's going to be a toughie. I reckon Tanner Tomasi can get it done in that 09 car. New look for him as well tonight. Instead of the black and white 09 machine, he's got the yellow and purple car out forward tonight, and very nice looking out on the speedway. So I reckon Tomasi might have a good chance.
All right, I'm going Ryan Underwood on this one.
Alrighty, let's see what happens. 12 laps, top 7. Remember that, folks? It's all about that 7th and final transfer spot into tonight's A-Main. Let's get set to go racing. We're green.
All right, we'll see what happens here. B-Main number 1. Who will get the 7 transfer position? That's Tomasi and Underwood side by side for the race lead down into turn number 3 and 4. Underwood going to roll the bottom side. He might have an advantage because he just ran the last T-race. He'll know exactly where the line's going to be. Tomasi not going to give up that top side of the racetrack. Underwood with a slide to into 1 and 2. Tomasi back to the inside. Keep an eye on Felix. You're in the 91 machine.
Tanner Tomasi, nice move down to turns 3 and 4 as well. Takes the race lead and has it commanding into turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Almost wheel to wheel down the back into turn number 3 and 4. Underwood runs just above the slick in turn 3 and 4 though. Mostly the same line around the speedway at the moment. It's all just above that slick line. Cars mainly single file around the top side of the speedway. Tanner Tomasi though, he's got a lockdown at the moment.
Yeah, Tomasi, Underwood, Roy, Rumsey and Fisher, your top 5. Then you go back to Ethan Toda and Jesse Wall. They have the 7 transfer positions of the drivers on the outside. You look at Brandon Proudfoot, the Indian Outlaw, Robert Fletcher, Ethan Sprague and Andrew Hawkins. Those drivers have got a fair bit of work to do here in the next 7 laps.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely crazy out on this speedway. And like we said, race fans, remember, it's all about that final 7th and final transfer spot into tonight's A-Main. And currently, Ethan Toda holds that down at the moment. Down to turns 1 and 2 they go. Tanner Tomasi still your race leader. Down the back chute, it's still single file mainly into turn number 3 and 4. Ryan Underwood go, though, to the top side of the speedway. Tomasi runs a sort of mini slider line into turns 1 and 2 as well. But I'll tell you what though, Brett, Felix Roy, he's still holding it down pretty nicely there in turn number 3 and 4 in position 3.
Yeah, he's one driver that has really impressed me since the last race or the last season of the Victory Lane Racing when it was the UMP Summer Sizzle. He was one of those drivers that really opened the eyes and really put his name forward here in the Team Victory Lane Racing League races. Now again, doing the same thing here in the Pro Late Models. Underwood and Tanner Tomasi again, they have a great battle. Underwood was trying to throw the slider in 3 and 4. Will come to 2.5 to run as we work down into 3 and 4. The popsicle sticks are out 2 to run, and we are yellow. 1 car upside down, and I believe that is going to be Andrew Hawkins in the 224 machine.
Yes, that's right, mate. It's he's already escaped out and gone back to the pit area. He's got the virtual tow back to the pits already, so he'll be awarded with the 11th position here tonight in C-Main action. So we'll see what happens on this restart. It's going to be crucial for Tomasi to get a good restart on this one as well. But however, still top 7 though. Makes it through to tonight's A-Main. It's going to be an absolute cracker, folks. Be sure to stick around. It's going to be absolutely unreal with the caliber of drivers we got here tonight. And well, Tomasi has had it pretty commanding though at the moment. You saw Tomasi running that mini slider line in turns 1 and 2 just through the slick and then drifts up to the tacky stuff on the top side of the speedway though. And it's going to be absolutely a belter of a finish here in tonight's C-Main. Before we go into B-Main competition for tonight as well, another 12 laps and another top 7 through to tonight's A-Main. Brett, it's restart time. Let's get set to go.
Yeah, green, white checker to determine your top 7 positions. Here we go. 2 laps left around this 3/8 of a mile racetrack. Tomasi got a good start. Underwood right down to the inside, down into turn number 1 and 2. Underwood on the inside. Tomasi on the outside, down into 3 and 4. Underwood going to drift up the racetrack. He'll leave Tomasi a lane. They'll come to the white flag. 1 lap left to go, mate.
Down to 1 and 2 they go. What a drive. Smart drive for Ryan Underwood as well. Tried to get the job done. Into turns number 3 and 4. He's going to get at the line. Oh, almost a photographic finish as well. But Tanner Tomasi will be awarded with the win in C-Main action here tonight. Ryan Underwood home in the 2nd spot. And Logan Rumsey a strong finishing 3rd.
Oh, there we go. B-Main number 1 results coming up on your screen right now. Tomasi, Underwood, Rumsey, Roy, Fisher, Proudfoot, and Jesse Wall get the 7 transfer positions. Unfortunately, drivers that miss out, well, it's the Indian Outlaw. Robert Fletcher, Ethan Sprague, Ethan Toda, and Andrew Hawkins. They will find themselves taking no further part in your championship night here at Lanier. B-Main number 2, and what a front row this is. On the pole position for Team ABR Esports, it is the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron. To the outside, the 16 for Team Victory Lane Racing, it is Jay Place.
Leo Pena will start the 44 car out of position number 3, and Chase Hardy for Drew Hopkins Racing will start the 116 out of 4.
Driving for Slick Sim Sporty Pilots car number 14 out of position number 5, that'll be JD Brown. To the outside, the 57, AJ Cruz.
Davin Carver will line up the 70 car out of position number 7, and Howard Weaver for Team VLR in the 07 will start out of 8.
Now get your chips out. Chip Bangers Racing. Dylan Perry lines up out of position number 9. To the outside, Slick Sim Sports 331, Dustin Hall.
Cole Henriksen will start out of position number 11, the 101 car, and Brant Evans in the 30 machine out of position number 12.
Who you got in this one? I'm taking Bergeron.
I'll take Jay Place.
Okay, well, hey, keep an eye on the Mexican missile, Leo Pena, inside row number 2. Just to confirm, we are at a 3-all scoreline, by the way. Just a couple of quick things. Hello, Patricia Payne. Alex apparently is not feeling well, so he's called in sick. Therefore, we've had to call in the likes of Matthew Bailey. iRacing Champions are just subscribed on the YouTube chat, on the Twitch feed. Thank you, Darren. Appreciate that one. Matt, final B main of the season. And it's going to be an absolute belter.
Definitely right, mate, as we go green out of turn number 4. Bergeron with a weapon start down to turns 1 and 2. And, well, J Place still holding down in the second spot at the moment. Down to turns number 3 and 4 for the first time. The 44 machine, the Mexican Missile, Leo Pena. Down the main straightaway, down to turns 1 and 2. This time by, it's going to be a belter, Brett. What a field so far.
Yeah, Chase Hardy up on the outside now, right in that full throttle performance, number 0 machine, working the top side. Meanwhile, here comes Jay Place trying to come after your race leader, but we're watching right now Davin Cardwell. JD Brown goes side by side. They are all over the back of Chase Hardy and the Mexican Missile. Well, he's got a hornet's nest behind him right now. AJ Cruz on the outside looking in. AJ Cruz on the outside looking in. And then they got his first feature win in karts. Howard Weaver, he's also on the outside looking in.
Yeah, mate, definitely tough racing here at the moment as well. Down to turns number 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway they run. Alex Bergeron with a commanding race lead, though. Jay Place, though, not giving up at the moment in the 16 car.
Watching JD Brown work the bottom side. That Slick Sim Sport number 14, the DDIW Dirt Dominators iRacing wrap. Dustin Hall does a wonderful job on those cars. Rolls the bottom side. Meanwhile, Bergeron still holds half a second lead over Jay Place, the Mexican Missile. Leo Pena in position number 3. I tell you what, he's got some real good car speed right now. He's showing that he can hang with these guys, well, especially the guys that are trying to put pressure on him, the likes of JD Brown. He's no slouch in these late models.
No, definitely not, mate. He's been pretty impressive so far throughout B-main action, and I was watching him as well in the heat races earlier as well tonight, and he's been pretty impressive tonight, Leo Pena. And, well, let's see what he can do in that TAC 3 defense. Team Vigilante Racing, number 44.
So your top 7 have just broken away from the drivers on the outside looking in. AJ Cruz, Howard Weaver, Dustin Hall, Brent Evans, and Cole Hendrickson. Well, looking like their nights might be done here at Lanier. We've still got 3 to go this time by for your race lead. Out of turn number 4, look out, it might not be done with just yet. Davin Cardwell and Chase Hardy, they come together on the back straight away. And, well, we are going yellow in B-main number 2.
Well, we saw that all unfold as well, and not what we want tonight here, Brett, in B-main action. And I don't think this is the yellow that Alex Bergeron wanted either. 3-time World of Outlaws, nice entering sprint car iRacing champion. And, well, it's going to be a tough couple of laps. We've got a green-white checker situation once again, race fans, and it's going to be a bell ringer.
Dustin Hall back in the pit area. AJ Cruz out of the event. He is done for. We've still got 10 cars on the racetrack. Top 7 going through. I spoke about Howard Weaver getting his first kart win feature just last weekend. So congrats to Howard on the victory. And now in the iRacing scene, well, he's been a World Championship driver in the first World of Outlaws iRacing Pro World Championships. And now running in that 7th and final transfer position. Here we go, Alex Bergeron and Jay Place bringing us back to the green flag. 3 to run, B-main number 2.
It's going to be an absolute awesome race towards the end of the race here tonight for B-main action. Alex Bergeron, though, with another good start. Down the back straight away they go into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. Jay Place, though, he's not giving up in that 16 machine. If he finds a good line around the racetrack, I reckon he's got a crack at Alex Bergeron.
Well, he's only got a limited opportunities available right now because Bergeron runs a slider line down into turn number 3 and 4. He'll get the white flag this time by for your race leader. Alex Bergeron again runs a slider line down into 1 and 2, protecting that line. Knowing that if he does that, Jay Place probably won't have another opportunity to get by him. Here comes Jay Place into the back of Bergeron. They race off turn number 4. Oh boy, there's a whole lot of contact, whole lot of beating and banging off each other. But it will be Alex Bergeron getting the win in B-main number 2. And that will wrap up our last chance qualifier for the season. Let's take a look at your official results here. Alex Bergeron gets the win ahead of Jay Place. JD Brown, Leo Pena, the Mexican Missile transfers. Davin Cardwell up to 5th. Dylan Perry and Howard Weaver gets your 7th and final transfer position. Brent Evans, Cole Hendrickson, Chase Hardy, Dustin Hall, AJ Cruz, they will find themselves watching from the virtual grandstands. We'll take this opportunity right now, step aside, come back in just a few moments' time. You are watching the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Model Tour, presented by Team Victory Lane Racing, Shop Fergie 22, and Bighorn Taxidermy.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private...
And we are back here on UltimateDirtTV, coverage of the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Model Tour. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Matty Bailey. It is time for your feature event 23 starter, getting set to take to the racetrack. We'll take a look from back to front. Your UltimateDirtTV starting grid. Position number 23, Louis Howard Weaver. Position number 2, Jesse Wall. And position number 21, it's Dylan Perry.
Position number 20 for Jim Beaver Esports. It's the number 22 machine, Braden Proudfoot. Position number 19 for in the number 70 machine, it is Davin Cardwell.
Chris Fisher, position number 18, the Mexican Missile for Team Victory Lane Racing. Leo Pena, position number 17.
Position number 16 has been impressive all night tonight. Drives the number 91 machine. Hails all the way from Canada, Felix Roy. Position number 15 for Slick Sim Sports. It is the number 14 machine of JD Brown.
Logan Rumsey for Slick Sim Sports, position number 14. And Jay Place, position number 13.
Position number 12 for Team Victory Lane Racing. It's the 46 car of Ryan Underwood. Position number 11. He drives the Team ABR Esports, 3-time What of Our Laws NOS entering Sprint Car iRacing champion. It's the 12, Alex Bergeron.
Tomasi lines up 10. Tomasi lines up out of position number 10. Jacob Harpett's position number 9.
Position number 8 for Team Victory Lane Racing will be the 112 machine of Devon Morgan. Position number 7 will be the 19 machine of Matthew Selby.
Then we go to Blake Matjoulis, position number 6. Damien Keefe, position number 5.
Position number 4, he drives the Team Victory Lane Racing number 69, Brent Carter. Position number 3 on his inside, also for Team VLR, it's the 33 of Evan C.
And your front row for tonight's main event, Dylan Yeager starts position number 2. Kendall Tucker lines up on the pole position. Matt, quickly, I've got my picks. I've got Evan C to win, and I've got Logan Rumsey for hard charger. Who have you got for a win and a hard charger?
Hopefully Alex Bergeron can get it done, and I've got Kendall Tucker for the win.
Okay, no worries. So that is done. We are set for a start. Now, the track has been reset, a fresh racetrack to throw a curveball at these guys. Your main event, your season finale, 75 laps on the board, and we are green down into turn number 1 and 2. Kendall Tucker leads Dylan Yeager. Look at them, 2 and 3 wide right in the midway point of this field. 3 wide once again. Brent Carter on the outside of Tanner Tomasi. Jacob Harbert's on the inside. Now look at Matjoulis coming through the middle now with Matthew Selby and also Damien Keeper right now. Kendall Tucker has a nice little stranglehold on this race lead. 2 down, 73 to go.
Oh my giddy yard. It is already on like Donkey Kong here tonight at the Lanier National Speedway with a fresh racetrack as well. These guys battling early for positions on the Speedway. Alex Bergeron from position 11, who's already up to position 7 on the Speedway as well. We're starting lap number 5 this time around of 75.
Watching right now the pretty boy of Damien Kiefer trying to battle it out with the pair of 12 machine. That's Devin Morgan and Alex Bergeron. Bergeron, he's wasted very little time in getting to the front. He picked up night number 2 of the iRacing Champions League World 100 last night at the Eldora Speedway. But right now, he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to have a shot at winning tonight's 75 lap main event. Although we've still got 69 to go. Morgan and Bergeron, they'll rub door panels down into 3, but now out of turn number 4, they'll switch lines as we head up into 1 and 2.
Wow, what a smart drive so far for Alex Bergeron tonight, battling with Devin Morgan. This battle is not going to go away anytime soon, folks. Tanner Tomasi in there as well. We saw him take out tonight's B-main. He's already up a lot of positions in that race car. In that 09 machine, that is the yellow and purple car on the Speedway there at the moment. There is quite a few yellow and purple cars out there tonight as well. The 91 machine of Felix Roy as well moving up in the field, and he's been impressive all night so far, Brett.
Yeah, certainly has. We're watching again. Kiefer trying to run down and get by Tanner Tomasi just behind them. Brandon Proudwood, how about that? Started 20th. He's up to position number 10, so with a plus 10 in this main event, and we're only 9 laps in, so he's passed more cars than what we've had laps at the moment. Now, I'll tell you what, the Jim Beaver Esports 22 machine, well, he might have a fistful of bourbon on that race car, but he's certainly got a fistful of steering wheel right now, whittling that thing up inside the top 10.
Mate, that is absolutely unreal. I'll tell you what, so far, good drive from Braden Proudfoot as well. So let's see what he can do tonight. Can he move up any more further positions? Right now, it's a battle on. Pretty civil right now in positions 1, 2, and 3 at the moment. Kendall Tucker with a commanding race lead, though, in the 00 car. The Swindell Speed Labs machine. There we go. Look back at Felix Roy in position number 11 at the moment. Still got a 3-car battle on for positions 9, 10, and 11 at the moment. Proudfoot, Felix Roy, and Ryan Underwood in there as well in the 46 machine.
Again, watching Brandon Proudfoot, Felix Roy battle there. Now here comes Ryan Underwood. As you said, this is your battle for 10, 11, and 12. So one of these drivers are staying inside the top 10. Well, it keeps chopping and changing between Brandon Proudfoot and Felix Roy. Felix Roy slide job on Proudfoot. Proudfoot turns it back underneath him. Now in comes Ryan Underwood now into the picture once again. Where does Underwood go? Well, he can't go anywhere because we've got 2 cars battling side by side. He's not able to make it 3 wide just yet.
Mate, this is absolutely unreal so far. Have a look at how the 91 machine picks up the front left wheel coming down the main straightaway. You can see how much horsepower these cars pick up and how much traction they put down on the Speedway as well. Meanwhile, Alex Bergeron back up, still battling in position number 7 at the moment. Couldn't get past the second 12 machine, the Team Victualine Racing machine of Devin Morgan, and we are caution yellow on the Speedway.
Yeah, it looks like it was Chris Fish, the man that may have had some dramas there. He's back at the tail end of the field. Again, no replay due to, well, it's bugging out on me, so we're not going to try and do that. We've already tried twice, and unfortunately it won't fix itself. So, Kendall Tucker, I'll tell you what, Matt, not bad. We got 17 and a half laps before we had our first caution of this main event, considering, you know, we're looking at a 3/8 of a mile racetrack. It's tight, but it's wide at the same time.
Yeah, that's definitely right, mate. And obviously with these cars as well, with the type of suspension that they run on these late models, and you can see there, look, you can see how Kendall Tucker's car sits on the racetrack. You can see how much further up the right front is on that race car as well. So you can see a lot of these cars, a lot of very different setups on these race cars, and well, Kendall Tucker has got it knuckled down right now.
Well, again, a big shout out to, of course, the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop. Big thank you to, of course, Shop Fergie 22, Bighorn Taxidermy, and everybody that makes all this possible. And, of course, Team Victory Lane Racing. We are we're getting set to go back to green, this time by Kendall Tucker, Dylan Yeager. Green flag is out. Kendall Tucker stands on the loud battle. We're back underway. Keep an eye on the battle between Blake Matjoulis and Evan Seay. Evan Seay will roll the bottom side. Matjoulis rolls the top side. They'll go wheel to wheel once again, door to door, down into turn number 3.
Wow, good stuff so far on this restart. They're still too wide. And down the further back of the pack as well. Down to 1 and 2 they run. Kendall Tucker is your race leader. Down the back chute this time by. Oh, we got a big crash. Down the back chute, Felix Roy involved in that. Tanner Tomasi as well. Howard Weaver. Wow-wee. Jesse Wall in there as well in the 2 car. That was massive. And it all started, I think, one car got sideways coming off turn number 2, and then it was all over Red Rover. From that point on, cars were upside down everywhere, all over the racetrack, and that was absolutely unreal. What a nasty crash that was.
Yeah, big crash there for some of the drivers involved in that one. Tomasi involved. We've got some drivers heading back towards the pit area to get some running repairs. Ryan Underwood, there's Tomasi, Davin Cardwell, Jesse Wall involved in those as well, so I'll have to do it the hard way once again. They'll have to come from the tail end of the field. But Matt, what's on their side is time, because we've got still 56 laps remaining once we go back to the green flag. Look at that. There's the Mexican missile trying to shoot his way. The salt cannon has been loaded and the missile has been launched. And unfortunately, he's back into the pit area.
Yeah, he's looking to come back out on the speedway right now for Leo Pena. So he was pulling up at pit exit as we were coming back into turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, pace car back to the infield race fans. We are going back to green flag racing this time by. The green flag is back out to Kendall Tucker. Another good restart down to turns 1 and 2. Track's really starting to slick it off in the corners as well, Brett. It's going to be a bell ring of a finish here tonight.
Yeah, working on 20 laps down, still 55 to go, so we're not even 1/3 of the race distance complete. Yeager on the top side, Evan Seay on the inside. Now closing in on the Swindell Speed Lab 00 machine of Kendall Tucker. Meanwhile, Devin Morgan up to position number 5, now challenging fourth on Blake Matjoulis. Look at this, 1 by 2 by 2. That's your top 5 on screen. You can throw a blanket over him. And now Yeager again in unfamiliar territory. Yeager, normally he's very comfortable on running the top side of the bottom side of the racetrack. Now he's been forced to run the top side. Right now he's showing that he can run the top as well and hang with these guys up front.
Hey, this is absolutely awesome stuff right now. Absolutely phenomenal racing by these late model drivers out here tonight. What a run so far. Kendall Tucker with a race lead as they cross the stripe down to turns 1 and 2, down the back straight away. Evan Seay, though, battling with Dylan Yeager for the second spot.
Kendall Tucker still holding on to your race lead. Dylan Yeager in second, Evan Seay in third. Then you go back to Devin Morgan in the 12 machine. He's worked his way to position number 4, putting Blake Matjoulis back to 5th position. Evan Seay now, he'll slot in line right up on the top side of the racetrack. Can we see an unfamiliar slide job coming out from Dylan Yeager? Or is he just going to stay behind the 00 machine of Kendall Tucker and wait for the racetrack to come back into him? Here he comes, Dylan Yeager, looking for the slide job down into 3 and 4. Pucks it on the nose of Kendall Tucker off the line. It's going to be Dylan Yeager by a front bumper. And here comes Tucker back to the inside with a slide job of his own into turn number 1 and 2. Yeager working the inside. Now in comes Evan Seay. Seay not going to have enough to clear Kendall Tucker, but it's still Dylan Yeager, Evan Seay and Kendall Tucker 3 wide for the race lead.
Oh my giddy arm, what a race so far. This is absolutely unreal, race fans. Down to turns 3 and 4. They're still battling for the race lead. Evan Seay will have the race lead as they cross the stripe down to 1 and 2. Down the back straight they run. Dylan Yeager with a good run off turn number 2. Down to turn number 3. Kendall Tucker. Oh no, there was bumping wheels there in turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Blake Matjoulis.
Now Devin Morgan throwing his hat into the mix as well. Once again, we're 3 wide down the back straight away. Yeager and Tucker. Oh boy, there's a storyline developing right there. Blake Matjoulis, meanwhile, has capitalised on their beating and banging. And Blake Matjoulis has moved up into position number 2. Here comes Yeager back to the inside. Is he going to stay low? Yes, he does. Devin Morgan follows Yeager. Jaeger might just have that bottom side worked out at threat, but we're still plenty of laps away. 44 remaining as we work down out of turn number 2 and down the backstretch.
Down to turn number 3 and 4. What a run so far tonight here at the National Speedway. Down to 1 and 2. Evan C is your race leader. Dylan Jaeger not giving up in the 48 car, but here comes Matjoulis. Matjoulis to the top side of the speedway. Down the main straightaway they run this time by 42 laps left to run.
What a battle for the drivers. 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th on screen. And I mentioned earlier on tonight, the payout for the top 5, a $300 purse, $100 to win at the moment. Evan C looks like he wants to take away a cool $100 paycheck, but I tell you what, don't count out Dylan Jaeger, don't count out Blake Matjoulis. They swap lines down into turn number 3. Slide job coming out from Blake Matjoulis. Dylan Jaeger working back to the inside, I think to the naked eye. Dylan Jaeger may have been second by just a few inches, and well, it's a story of my life.
Oh my Gideon, what a race so far here tonight. This is absolutely phenomenal. Down the main straight they run. Jaeger, just as they cross the line, still has second position. Runs the bottom side of the speedway in 1 and 2. Blake Matjoulis looking to capitalise on the 48 machine. Down the main straightaway this time by Matjoulis will have second as they cross the line.
Well, Matjoulis rallying the cushion through turn number 1 and 2. Again, he gets the run out of the turns and down the front straightaways. It's the bottom side that's working for Dylan Jaeger on the entry into the turns. And, well, if you don't think these lines are very even right now, well, you might want to go to Specsavers.
This is absolutely phenomenal racing so far here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What a run. Kendall Tucker, he's absolutely motoring in that race car right now. He wants to get back up to the top spot. A lot of these drivers looking for the top spot, but also, it's also important for that second and third place as well to jump on the podium.
Tucker again rallying the top, following Blake Matjoulis. Meanwhile, you see Damien Kiefer slowly starting to come into the mix right now. He's in 6th position. He's still got a little bit of work to do. He's about 5 or 6 car lengths away from Devin Morgan. In fact, close that into about 3 car lengths. Now, again, we're seeing top and the bottom being utilised by the drivers in 2, 3, 4 and 5. But right now, I think the fastest line at the moment seems to be the top. But, well, Evan C, he's going to try and prove me wrong. He's going to go back to the bottom side down into 3 and 4.
What a run so far tonight here, ladies and gentlemen. How good is this? Still a lot of laps left to run here at Lanier so far tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's down to pretty much a standard A-main distance right now for these pro late models here tonight at Lanier National Speedway. Dylan Jaeger, though, and Blake Matjoulis. Here comes Kendall Tucker. Tucker, though, he's got that Slick Sim Sports Swindell Speed Labs 00 machine on point right now.
Yeah, driving by the 48 goes Kendall Tucker. Dylan Jaeger slipping back to position number 4. Gets back into 3rd momentarily, but again down the straightaways. That's where Kendall Tucker has the speed. Now you see Blake Matjoulis. Well, he's come down the racetrack. He's come a lane higher than what you see Dylan Jaeger running. He's just right above that apron. And that's where Blake Matjoulis, and that's where Evan C was running a couple of laps ago. So maybe Blake Matjoulis, Evan C, they've figured something out here as we get towards 30, make that 29 laps to go.
This is absolutely going to be one heck of a finish here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Down to turns 1 and 2. Most of these cars still single file down the back straight away they run. There is Braden Proudfoot in the number 22 machine as well. On the top side, Jesse Wall back out on the speedway. Good to see him back out after that prang earlier on tonight. But, well, it's all Evan C, Blake Matjoulis, Dylan Jaeger, Kendall Tucker, and Devin Morgan, your top 5.
Again, we'll go back and we'll look at this battle between Dylan Jaeger, Kendall Tucker, and Devin Morgan. Then you can almost throw Damien Kiefer in there as well. He hasn't really done too much over the last sort of 5 to 6 laps since we spoke about Matjoulis going back to the cushion in 3 and 4. Comes back down to the bottom of the racetrack into turn number 1 and 2. This is right now where these drivers will have to be searching. 2/3 of the race distance complete, 50 down, 25 remaining here in the season finale of the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Model Tour.
This is going to be one hell of a finish, and I've said it over and over again tonight, Brett. It is going to be one hell of a finish here tonight. The top 3 so far is absolutely on song right now, but Kendall Tucker, he's in position 5 at the moment, looking to get past looking to get past Devin Morgan there as well on the 12 machine.
Yeah, Tucker just starting to slip back just a little bit right now. He was up inside the top 3, and again, that'll bring in Damien Kiefer, trying to sneak his way into a top 5. Meanwhile, speaking of Damien Kiefer, well, his teammate Dylan Yeager in the 48 machine, he's trying to get by Blake Matjoulis. Evan Seay still your race leader. Seay out to a 1.5 second advantage, 1.6 seconds make that. He starts to drive away from the competition. But Matt, as we start to embark on lap traffic, this is where we know races can be won or lost.
That's exactly right, mate, as well. And lap traffic always plays a part in speedway racing, no matter where it is. Late model sprint cars, midgets, street stocks, no matter what it is. And it's going to be on like Donkey Kong right now, because I tell you what, Blake Matjoulis, we know what it's like in lap traffic. He knows how to get around these race cars. And so does Evan Seay as well. So does Dylan Yeager. But, well, Blake Matjoulis, he's going to be looking to get that race win.
Right now, as Evan Seay starts to come up, or he's actually gotten by Jacob Harberts in the 80 machine. The next car on his list is another teammate of his, and that happens to be the 16 of Jay Place. And right now, Blake Matjoulis, he is swamped in Team Victor Lane Racing cars. He's surrounded by him in front, behind, and well, maybe even in the pit area, because Brent Carter, he is already out of the event along with Tanner Tomasi.
Yeah, unfortunate for Tanner Tomasi. He got caught up in that crash earlier on, and which brought out that yellow on lap number 18 earlier on tonight. And well, let's see what happens in the closing laps of this event. We're closing in on lap number 60 at the moment as they kick over to lap 60 right now.
So working at 16 to go. We've still got a good battle on 4th, 5th and 6th position. Damien Kiefer, Kendall Tucker. Now remember, I said earlier, I've already mentioned a number of times, it's a top 5 pad at the $300 purse for the top 5. Right now these drivers are trying to fight for that final piece of cash here. 15 to go. Make it 14 as Evan Seay comes across the stripe this time by, well, closing in on a B-main distance away for Evan Seay.
It is going to be like we said before, Brett, one hell of a finish so far tonight, because I can tell you now, Blake Matjoulis, he's going to be absolutely elbows up in that 127 car. So too Dylan Yeager as well. They run the same lines on the bottom side of the speedway. Blake Matjoulis, though, about a half a car length above the apron there in turns 1 and 2 as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we are closing in on about 12 laps left to go.
Now you can really see him driving, working all over the racetrack right now. Jay placed the car in front of Blake Matjoulis. He's put a car distance between himself and Dylan Yeager, but the gap for Evan Seay is now at a 2.2 second advantage. 10.5 to go. Jay Place just checking up and letting the cars on the lead lap, battling for position. Very classy move there by Jay Place. 10 to go that time by for your race leader for Evan Seay.
What a race. World-class drive tonight by Evan Seay as well. He started probably about position 3 or 4 on the speedway as well, and he's got the race lead. He's got 9 laps left to go, race fans. We're down to single digits right now. This race has been absolutely motoring tonight. We had, 1-2 cautions in this feature tonight, and it's going to be one bell ringer of a finish. We've got 8 laps left to go.
Closing in, heat race distance away from the championship, the season finale of the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Model Tour, thanks to Shop Berkey 22, Bighorn Taxidermy, and a team of Victory Lane Racing. The 33 of Evan Seay, he has had a massive, I'm pretty sure he missed the first week, and ever since then, he has had a massive stranglehold on this season. He's just been so dominant. He's been the complete package here. 6 to go as we work down the back straightaway.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time by 5 laps left to go for Evan Seay. There is 2 lap cars between him and Blake Matjoulis right now. So Evan Seay has got a commanding race lead out on the speedway right now. This time by 4 laps left to go.
4 to go. Dylan Yeager went to the top in turn number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Blake Matjoulis trying to get by Chris Fisher down into turn 1 and 2. Fisher rails the top. And, well, again, he's the lap car. He's just going to let these guys go.
It's all about lap traffic right now out on the speedway. Blake Matjoulis is looking to capitalise on more cars as well. But he's going to run out of time here tonight. But Evan Seay right now across the stripe. We have 2 laps left to go here in tonight's A-Main. down to turns 1 and 2. Down the back straight away, this time by Brett Wheeler. Bring us home.
Evan Seay has been so dominating this season. He's had a dominating race here in the championship night, and well, he'll get through the first 2 set of turns. Back straight away for the final time, the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Model Tour. We are about to be complete, 75 laps, and Evan Seay will once again park it in victory lane. Coming home second will be Blake Matjoulis. Dylan Yeager will round out the podium. Unofficially, Devin Morgan in fourth, Damien Keefer fifth. Then we go back to Bergeron, Tucker, Underwood, Rumsey, and Felix Roy. We wait for the final couple of cars to come across the start-finish line, but no one can deny the determination from Evan Seay. He will go to victory lane one more time.
What a race for the 33 car, and I reckon he's going to be absolutely drowned in that race car right now, because this win will probably mean nothing more to Evan Seay than another special win for him on the calendar as well. And like you said, Brett, he's been absolutely on song. He missed 1 week or so on this season, and well, mate, he's got the win here tonight, and it's been absolute belter. 2.37 seconds over Blake Matjoulis there in second. Dylan Yeager home in third. Devin Morgan in fourth position. Damien Kiefer, Alex Bergeron, Kendall Tucker, Ryan Underwood, Logan Rumsey, and Felix Roy to round out your top 10 cars.
Now the back half of the field, getting towards the back half, Matthew Selby 11th, Jesse Wall 12th, JD Brown 13th, Davin Cardwell in 14th, Brandon Proudfoot in 15th, and more so the last car on the lead lap. The first cars to go a lap down will be Dylan Perry in 16th, Leo Pena, the Mexican Missile in 17th, Chris Fisher 18th, 19th, Howard Weaver, Jay Place in 20th, Jacob Harvard's 21st, and the last car on the racetrack, albeit a lap down, Brent Carter, Tanner Tomasi, both cars finishing just shy of the half race distance in tonight's main event, so they'll be credited with a 22nd and 23rd finishing position. We'll go trackside, we'll go back to front, we'll go third, second and first, and also chat to our hard charger here tonight. But coming home in third place tonight, it's the 48 machine of Dylan Yeager. Dylan, well, congratulations on a third place, and I tell you what, you really threw everything, including the kitchen sink of Blake Matjoulis, but hey, third place is what's going to have to be tonight.
Yeah, it was going to be a stretch for me to get around them. It was really hard to pass there at the end. It was kind of just one lane tippy-toeing around the bottom there, at least for me. I felt comfortable down there. I wasn't really willing to go high to make a move on them, but yeah, pretty uneventful race, to be honest. Kind of rode around the whole race, but at the end of the day, we'll take a third place at the end.
Man, it almost looked like this race would have been perfect at 50 laps. Did those first 50 laps feel very racy to you? Because it looked like you guys were able to move all over the racetrack. You and Matjoulis, really had a great battle right around that midway point of that race.
Oh yeah, around lap 50, about perfect. I could get down there. I felt like I was the only one who could make that kind of like flat line work. I like to go down there, like below the apron, kind of try that out. In my testing this, that was the most comfortable for me. So I kind of just said, let's send it, Let's see if this kind of flat line worked. And it did for the first 50 laps, and then the last 50 kind of went away. I had to kind of drive away.
Well, you put yourself in the payout tonight. You'll walk away with some cash thanks to Team Victory Lane Racing, putting up $300 for the top 5 here tonight in the season finale. Talk us through your season and how you think you went throughout this 8-week series.
There's definitely been a lot of ups and downs. Felt like I probably could have ran a little better this season. There were a few races where I probably put myself in some bad spots where I really shouldn't have been in, but I was just trying to be consistent the whole season. Top 10s, top 5s the whole season. I knew I wasn't going to have anything. Blake and Evan, they're the best. I was kind of trying to hold my own the whole season, and I think we did it. I believe we'll be top 5 in points. So, good season for us. Excited for whatever these guys put together for us.
All right, Dylan. Well, congratulations on the season. Congratulations here on the third place. Before we let you go, of course, for the final time this season, Dylan, sponsors, shout-outs, who gets this done for you, buddy?
Yep. Got to thank everyone at VLR. me. You guys for doing the broadcast the whole season. Got to give a quick shout out to Calavoda for doing the admin. Good job. Got to thank my mom and my dad. And yeah, that's it.
There we go. Dylan Yeager home in third position here tonight. Matty Bailey, you caught up with the runner-up tonight, the bridesmaid tonight of Blake Matjoulis.
Yeah, well, it's I tell you what though, it's nothing short of a surprise to see this guy on the podium here tonight. Blake Matjoulis, Blake, mate, congratulations on second position. It was an absolute awesome race out there, but run us through the closing laps of that race. Obviously, the track was pretty slick out there, but mate, it was pretty racy as well.
Yeah, kind of put ourselves in a bad spot there early. Just didn't qualify too good. Needed to win the heat race and just wasn't able to do that and just started a little too deep. I mean, 6 isn't bad, obviously, but a track like this, stuff gets really, really tight. It's hard to pass. Then we got into second, and Evan was just at the right place. He had a prime starting spot there in third, and he was rolling and took the lead there. And I found the cushion for a while, and I was catching them, and I knew it was going to go away any lap, and I just couldn't get down to the bottom with Yeager to my inside. And pretty much that whole race, I had Yeager on my inside, so it was pretty tough to run where I wanted to. I think he had the preferred line there, but either way, I don't think anyone was going to catch Evan unless we had a yellow there. So I was thinking that through my head. So I was just kind of trying to run my own race and secure second up there, and I think we were pretty good there at the end. Just needed a yellow.
Mate, it was a wicked race as well. Talk us through the season. Obviously, I kept up with this. You had a fair few good runs in this season as well. And coming into tonight, what was sort of the game plan? Was it just to survive, or was there more to it than that?
No, I don't even know where we're at in points. I haven't looked at it. I knew this was the last week, obviously. I missed a week. Actually, I missed 2 weeks, or 1 or 2 weeks there. I missed at the beginning of the season, and that set me back pretty far. And I kept looking at points here and there, and I saw we were creeping. I think we're close to the top 3, top 5 in points. Not sure, like I said, but I knew I had to get a good run, obviously. Obviously running second, I wasn't going to do anything crazy, just try and secure that spot up. And, wherever we lay in points is, where it falls. And, we've won the last 3 championships in VLR. So I kind of, I wanted to come in here and try and get 4. But, like I said, missing a couple weeks, had a bad week. It is what it is. You can't win them all. And, glad to see Evan win this one for sure.
Mate, again, awesome race here tonight. You and your team obviously get out there and do what they need to do each and every time you guys hit the racetrack, mate. Congratulations on second position. Before we let you go, mate, quick sponsor shout out to Turns Wheels on the 127 machine.
Of course, I appreciate it. Represent Limited, Game Up Nutrition, Nick Diaz Academy, ML Performance, Reliable Energy Solutions, Chris Ferguson Motorsports, CD Cinematography, BK Design, Showtime Decals and Apparel, Design 75 for the Sweet Ride, Race XR, Matjoulis Seay Speedshop. Go check us out at cfmesports.com. CFM Esports, 127 Industries, UltimateDirtTV, you and Brett for everything you do. I appreciate it. And congrats to Evan on the win in the championship.
Well, mate, well done on second position. And, mate, congratulations. Hopefully we'll see you back here again soon.
Will do. Thank you, sir.
We're going to cross back down now to Brett Wheeler with your race winner, Evan Seay.
Yeah, standing by in victory lane and champagnes all round for this driver. He not only picks up $100 tonight, but I believe he also picks up the season championship. Evan Seay, congratulations first of all on the win here tonight. And well, like we've seen throughout the season, other than the first week, I believe we've seen this 33 be so dominant. Again, congratulations on tonight.
Oh yeah, thank you. Just I didn't know how the race was going to go tonight, just because I haven't did any league races on this track, and seen it slick off. I kind of knew where it was going to go on the bottom, but I didn't know what other lines were going to be fast, and so we just kind of waited for the track to widen up a little bit to make her move, and luckily the bottom and had a bottom and top groove for a pretty good while in that race, and we was able to get to the lead on the bottom and slide, I think, Dylan there, and after that I think we went green all the way, and just try to stay smooth after that and not make any mistakes.
Yeah, just a couple of yellows in tonight's main event, but you guys had somewhat of a curveball thrown at you. Normally we see a sort of a fresh track in the warm-up session where you guys get to run it in. Race Control decided not to do that. It let you guys practice on the slick track, but then of course you guys would have seen the curveball being thrown. That having a fresh racetrack for the feature event, what kind of implication did that have on you, and what kind of mindset did you have going into the main event, knowing that you had a fresh racetrack, but you also had to make those changes because you wanted to be good at the end of the feature, and not the first half of that feature.
Yeah, I mean, doing a lot of league races most of the time, the track does get reset. Usually we do run it in a little bit, but I mean, you still have to set up for the end of the race because it's going to slick off. And I mean, if you try to set it up for the beginning, you're just, I mean, about lap 20, you're probably going to start to fall off pretty big. So I mean, you got to set up for the, just like any other slick race track, and just kind of fight through. If you're tight in the beginning, and luckily these cars don't get too tight. If you set them up right, you can kind of drive through it and just wait on a track to come to you to make your moves, and that's what we did tonight.
Well, congratulations on the win here tonight. Not only pick up $100 courtesy of a $300 payout here tonight, but I believe unofficially you picked up the championship. How much does this mean to you, knowing that you've come out here and you've been the best car all season along with that drop week?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely nice to win last season in the UMPs of VLR, and come out in the Pro Late models, and still have that speed and consistency of running up front every week, and so it definitely means a lot. And I think a lot of our teammates also had some good runs tonight, and in both series, so definitely means a lot for VLR and everybody at Matjoulis Seay Speedshop.
All right, well, Evan, congratulations on the win here tonight. Congratulations on the championship. We'll hopefully see you in the next series of the VLR competition. But Evan, for the final time before we let you go here this season, sponsors, shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes this happen for you and the 33 car?
I mean, just got to thank everybody at Team VLR, CFM Esports. Sorry if you hear my dog in the background. ShotFergie22.com, Captain Morgan, Howard Weaver, Selena Truck Stop, Bighorn Taxidermy, Tactor Defense. I mean, just everybody else helps out, and everybody helped making this league possible, and just thank y'all guys for doing the broadcast for us each night.
All right, there we go. Evan C., your winner here from the virtual Lanier National Speedway. We'll bring in the guy that, he's been the head honcho for putting on these series, and we talked to Mr. Stephen Calavoto, the admin here. Stephen, congratulations on yet another successful series, and another 8-week series is in the books, buddy.
Man, that was a fantastic series. A great finale tonight. I wish that track would have held up just a little bit more. I made that late, brash decision just to start it tacky. I'm sure it threw the guys off a little bit, but
what we've seen so many times this season, obviously the track reset, it's generally been the go-to move. There was some parts of the season where we didn't obviously reset the track, and we've seen some wonderful feature events throughout the season. That's obviously something that you've worked on, you've done your research on, and really put some time and effort in, and knowing how the tracks play out.
yeah, I just want to honestly give the best show. I mean, the crap I deal with on a daily, like I told the guys, this $300 purse tonight is extra sponsor money. At VLR, we could have pocketed that money and not given anything back to the drivers. But we don't roll that way. We all work full-time jobs. We don't use this to feed our families or anything like that. So at the end of the day, I like to put a lot of effort in. The drivers put a lot of effort in to provide a good show. You put a lot of effort in. So it's only fitting I do the same thing and try and figure out iRacing physics and kind of which way things go when they do it, to just try and give the drivers the best possible case scenario to put the best show on. You know what I mean?
But talks of the next series. What's the plan for the next series? Because we've just come off obviously the UMP Summer Sizzle. Now of course the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Model Tour. What's next on the program? Are we going to see supers? Are we going to see big blocks? Are we going to see the return of sprint cars? What's next? What's in store for Victory Lane Racing? Man, honestly, I wish I had something to drop right now, and you caught me at a bad time for that question because
I'm sick and tired of hearing all the whining and crying at this point in time. You know what I mean? You spend a lot of time and effort to give these guys good things, and then you got teams that just feel the need to just tag up on you and make life a little bit miserable. So stuff like that tends to drop you a couple notches. I'll get my head straight, and maybe we'll do something here in the near future.
Well, buddy, it's been yet another successful season with the Victory Lane Racing, of course, with CFM Esports, Matjoulis Seay Speedshop, Shop Fergie 22, Bighorn Taxidermy. Mate, thank you on behalf of UltimateDirtTV for allowing us to do what we do and showcasing Team Victory Lane Racing.
Heck yeah, we appreciate everything you do for us. Appreciate the broadcasts. Always a great job. Without Matjoulis Seay Speedshop, they've spent a lot of money and threw it right back into the community. A lot of other speed shops, setup shops, I don't see them spending that type of money. So I just want to give my hats off to Matjoulis Seay Speedshop. They're keeping you in business by spending all the money on all the broadcasts, covering the bills, and shopfergie22.com. Old Chris Ferguson had a great week at the World for the most of it. So please, he spends money in the virtual world. Please support him. Shopfergie22.com. Also, Bighorn Whitetail Taxidermy, little taxidermist out there in the Midwest, threw us some money to keep this thing going. So please visit him on Facebook, give him a like. Without all these sponsors, without the broadcast team, without the other members of VLR that make this stuff possible, without the drivers giving us a positive attitude and putting forth the effort it takes to drive on these slick tracks that I throw at them. I mean, it's a big team effort here at the end of the day, and we appreciate everybody.
Well, that'll wrap us up here on the UltimateDirtTV Facebook page and, of course, on the Team Victory Lane Racing Facebook page as well. Again, a big shout out to Team Victory Lane Racing, Chris Ferguson Motorsports, CFM Esports, Bighorn Whitetail Taxidermy, Shop Fergie 22, and, of course, the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop. Again, a big thank you to, of course, iRacing for giving us a platform to race on, giving us a platform to broadcast and showcase the world of esports here on UltimateDirtTV. And again, a big thank you to, of course, our own sponsors here at UltimateDirtTV, of course, World of Thunder Esports League, Nick Linnett Racing Association, Locked On Lads, Speed Shop 51, and our final one, of course, Velocity Race Designs. Check them out on all their social media pages, give them likes, shares, and follows, and keep up to date with not only the people that support sim racing, but supporting real racing as well. Matt, thank you very much for joining us here for the season finale. Been a wonderful show, and we'll hopefully see you back next time.
Yeah, thanks, mate. It's been absolutely phenomenal, and well, good racing tonight by all the boys, and hopefully we wish them well in future success and in future leagues, and been absolutely unreal. And mate, obviously I can't thank you enough for putting me on for allowing me to come onto the show and be in the booth with you tonight, mate. It's been phenomenal.
Well, that'll wrap us up here on UltimateDirtTV. Until next time, on behalf of the team here at UltimateDirtTV and the management behind the scenes. On behalf of Matt Bailey, I am Brett Wheeler. We say farewell. Good night from Lanier. Congratulations goes to Evan C.